According to the prophecy, the Demon King will be reborn in 2,000 years. Demon King Academy is a school that trains the descendants of the Demon King with the aim of inheriting the throne of the Demon King. This year, among the new contestants appears a guy possessing overwhelming power named Anos Vodigold. Just a light breath from him can extinguish the flames of darkness. The test begins with the contestants having to go through a duel. Anos' rival is Zepes, who is a demon duke from the Indu family. With just the sound of Anos' heartbeat, it is possible to knock down the opponent. With just one snap of his fingers, the opponent is instantly destroyed. He then uses resurrection magic to make the opponent continuously experience deadly pain. That makes Zepes kneel and admit defeat. Next is the magic power assessment test. Contestants will place their hands on the crystal to measure their magical capacity. Because his magic power is too strong, it directly shatters the crystal. Anos is the Demon King reincarnated after 2,000 years. He is only a month old and has already entered the Demon King Academy. Not only that, he also brings his girlfriend home to debut with his parents. Her name is Misha, and she is Anos' first friend. Anos brings Misha back to her home. On the way, they are suddenly imprisoned by a magical barrier. The one who casts the spell is Leorg Indu, who is the head of the Indu family and is also Zepes' brother. Leorg is very prideful in being royalty and he kills Zepes in front of Anos because he brings shame to the family. In order to wash the royal family's shame, Leorg is confident that he will finish off Anos with ease. With just one look from Anos, Leorg's magic goes out of control and explodes. Then Leorg ventures to use forbidden magic, which is origin magic, but it doesn't do any damage to Anos because he's the source of origin magic. Anos then uses a spell to resurrect Zepes as a zombie, who now has much more power than Leorg. The zombie acquires devastating magic power. In exchange, it burns with hatred for having been killed. The two of them unleash their strongest magic to finish each other off. Anos then uses a spell to revive them since they are his descendants after all. According to the flow of history, the name of the Demon King passed down to the next generation was Avos Delhevia and not Anos Vodigold. Someone changed history. The white uniform is for students with hybrid blood, and the red uniform is for students with pure blood. During the next week, the whole class will be divided into two teams to practice team fights. Anos and Sasha Necron were chosen as captains. Anos' party has only two members, Anos and Misha. After school, Sasha asks for a team match against Anos. Whoever loses will do whatever the winner says. A week later, the match between Anos' team and Sasha's team begins. Since Anos' team consists of only two people, he decides to attack the enemy's castle alone, and Misha will stay to protect their castle. Very quickly, Anos destroys the castle's barrier, lifts it with one hand, then spins it like a pinwheel and throws it like a ball. Anos thinks that he is still very lenient. Sasha's team also begins to fight back against Anos with the ultimate magic spell, Geo Graze. That is a magic that maximizes a person's unique ability and increases their magic power tenfold. However, Anos only raises one finger, uses the lowest level of Hellfire, and easily blows Sasha's team away. Sasha finally concedes defeat to Anos' power. When Anos returns home, he introduces his second girlfriend to his parents. After dinner, he brings them home and unexpectedly gets a kiss from Sasha. At this moment, Anos notices Sasha's eyes. Her magic eyes of destruction has the ability to make anything in the universe self-destruct. A few days later, the teams will take part in the Dungeon Pass test. Each team will compete for points by collecting magical tools, weapons, armor, and the like. Anos' team will get a perfect score if they can get the scepter in the deepest level of the dungeon, but no one has been able to get there yet. However, since this is one Anos' palace, he easily finds the secret passage to the last floor of the dungeon. This is where the scepter is hidden. Anos leads Misha into a secret room, after which he gives Misha a robe as a birthday present for Sasha. After receiving Misha's gift, Sasha immediately stabs a knife into Misha's chest. Just because Sasha wants to get a perfect score on this test, she betrays them. She then breaks her pact with Anos and runs away. A story takes place 2,000 years ago. There was a spell that separated one person into two, but eventually, the two will have to merge into one to create a powerful noble. Therefore, Misha would disappear on the night of her 15th birthday. Anos promises to make Misha's wish come true. Anos uses teleportation to chase Sasha. At this point, Anos learns that Sasha did everything just to make Misha hate her. She wants Misha to be able to continue living. However, disassociating, fusing, or reincarnating someone, there was nothing that Anos couldn't do. He prepares to help them remove Dinojexes, which was a separation and fusion magic. Suddenly, Ibis Necron appears and pierces Anos' heart, but Anos is unharmed and throws the sword back at Ibis, causing him to be pinned to the wall. Anos then uses great magic to bring their swords back to 15 years ago. However, they need to pass the test of the God of Time. The God of Time revives Ibis and gives him the power to control time. Ivis immediately uses the time freeze that makes Misha and Sasha unable to move, but Anos uses magic that surpasses even the god's power, destroys the laws of time, and sends Misha and Sasha back to the past. Anos then summons a demonic sword which can destroy the enemy's source. He then revives Ivis and restores his memories. Right now, Misha and Sasha also return from the past. They have solved the problem of their lack of sources. This video ends here. The name of this anime is written inside the description below this video. Thank you for watching my video. If you feel you like it, please click like and subscribe to support me.